Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another watch along. And guys, this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. Barcelona, they have the opportunity to win the La Liga title. Let's get the job done tonight, guys. Let's get the 3 points and let's celebrate another La Liga trophy. Let's get the job done. And against what is going to be an amazing rival, an amazing stadium to win it in Espanyol. We want to be Espanyol. We want to celebrate in their own stadium. And Hansi Flick, his lineup in which he put his faith in to get the job done, it's usual lineup. You have Szczęsny, Ingo, Gerard Martín, Christensen, and Araujo. Cubarsí not starting. Inigo Martinez suspended, so Araujo and Christensen coming in. Eric Garcia, Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Lamine, Yamal, Dani Olmo, Raphinha, and Lewandowski. Ferran underwent surgery, so he will be missing for this match. He will not be involved. Those players are on the bench. You can see right here. Ter Stegen, Iñaki Peña, Balde, Hector Ford, Cubarsí, Fermín, Gavi, Marcasado, Pablo Torre back, absolutely fantastic. Ansu Fati and Pau Victor. You can see right here. Inigo Martinez suspended. Ferran just a surgery for appendicitis, and that's pretty much it. Let's get it done. What's up, Dorian? I'm so ready to watch us become champions. Absolutely. Let's get the job done tonight. Let's get the job done, and let's celebrate as La Liga champions. Let's do it. Let me bring in the audio. All right.
Gonzalez, who has been in charge for 15 months. He's the coach of the team. He was once a coach driver and trying to make his name in part-time football.
All right.
What is known locally as a Pusa bus that goes up and down the mountains.
There we go.
If his face was anything to go by, I think they're motivated.
There we go.
Espanyol, as they should be.
Wait, what's happening?
Absolutely fired up. Made it back at the first attempt after being relegated on the final day of the season in 2023 against Barcelona, the night that Barcelona were last crowned as champions. The referee is clearly
Look how the Espanyol fans are already insulting Barcelona. And give it started.
Barcelona finish off the job tonight.
Come on, let's get the job done.
Against Real Madrid at the weekend means that they can almost see their reflection in the La Liga trophy. Real Madrid last night.
Come on.
That crucial goal in the 94th minute. For 94 minutes last night when
Nice, Martin.
against Mallorca, Barcelona were the champions.
Frankie. Ooh, nice run. Ah, loses the ball.
Can they do it?
What's up, Van Lee? Can't believe Dean Hunson rejected us for Madrid. Fits them because they thrive off set pieces, but him and Cubarsí would have been generational together. Yeah, missed opportunity right there.
If I was Manolo Gonzalez, the one area.
Frustrating. And that's like compounded
Too many games together in recent
because Barcelona, it seems like we're not going to get Jonathan Tah.
the way they want to play Barcelona is high offside line
Not very likely that we're going to be getting him either.
between the two centre backs. They won't have it at the moment. Rujo and Christensen.
It's not likely that we'll
He said that his team have to play.
be signing either Jonathan Tah or
He's hoping that Barcelona, he said,
Hoyson.
not immune to having
Hoyson,
a
is
bad
it?
day at the office.
How am I doing? Thomas, I'm doing fantastically well. I'm doing great. If Barcelona win tonight, even better. I'm pretty sure if we even draw, I think we clinch the title.
The second start of the season for the Dane Christensen.
But yeah, it's crazy that Madrid are going to be paying so little for him.
Is the backup left back. Eric Garcia has played a multitude of positions this season. It'd be fair to say, Stuart, that he's not a natural right back, is he?
Well, he played that role, I would say, on a few occasions for Girona last season. Sometimes it was a back three, he was playing on the right-hand side. Sometimes he played as a fullback. You're right, he's not a natural right back. Certainly nowhere near as good as Koundé has been.
The Espanyol supporters trying to make it as
Oh, Lamine.
as possible.
Fine level, fine level.
To Robert Lewandowski.
Can't do anything right here.
Yamal, who's had his brilliant best
Ah.
against Real Madrid in the Clasico at the weekend.
Okay, just an easy clearance. Dean is very dangerous on set pieces. We need to keep the aggregate size on the team. Keep Christensen. Absolutely. I think Hansi Flick. Well, I mean, the reports are that he's going to be staying. That Christian is going to be staying. Hansi Flick is not going to be looking to get rid of him.
Or cups, but they've been absolutely outstanding.
Of course, for a treble, having already won the Copa del Rey and the Spanish Supercopa. They were 2 minutes away from making it to a Champions League final.
Yeah, 2 minutes away. 2 minutes away from UCL final, man.
Entertained and enthralled as well.
Where will Verts land? If Pep gets rejected, he might come in big for Olmo. See, as much as I love Florian Verts, I don't see that move happening.
They pass it forward, they make forward runs.
Both Man City and Bayern are heavily interested in him.
And at times, they don't always get their defensive side of the game completely right.
There is Cabrera. Can Espanyol make it out of their own half? They've pitched all of the way back, and that.
Oh, Gerard Martín, you.
Barcelona offside trap doesn't work. Great ball through. Big chance.
Oh my God, Gerard Martín, you kept everyone on side right there.
Who's never scored a goal in his professional career.
Oh my goodness.
That would have been a great way to get off.
No, that's an interesting question. Where will he go?
It's a lovely through ball as well from the centre forward, Roberto Fernandez.
If we had conceded right there, that would have been horrible.
Tries to hit it first time. Trying to sweep it into the far corner. It's a big chance as well, isn't it? He was onside.
Big chance for Espanyol right there. Thank goodness they missed.
Well, that is the Barcelona danger. They set this off the side trap. Didn't work that time. They caught the opposition offside 169 times.
That's true. That's true.
Pedri. Lewandowski. Raphinha. Fires it into Pedri. Lewandowski.
Also, Lewandowski under pressure in this game. If he's gonna win the Pichichi, he needs to get a goal, I think what, 2 goals?
Escape route. Volleyed off the ball by Lewandowski. Look at the coach down there, firing his players up.
Yeah, Lewandowski just coming across, quite clearly a foul.
Okay.
It was also good to hear
Good intensity.
absolutely right.
I don't want Verts. I know his move may have a knock-on effect on us.
Can't suddenly become a good team. They're struggling against relegation. Yes, they need.
I think Verts is talented, but I don't think he's a player that we need. If we just signed Olmo, there's no need to have a player of you know, that profile.
It's going to need a very bad day from Barcelona for Espanyol to get something out of this game.
Nice. I'm thinking of a more, you know, natural left winger, for example, or a fullback. I think those are the positions that Barcelona they should be focusing and targeting. Frimpong. It seems that Liverpool, they're going to get him. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Early chances are all falling the way of Espanyol, booted away by Dani Olmo.
Hey, Espanyol, they're having their chances right here. Balde hamstring must be fried.
Good defending by Martín. There's the offside right in front.
Oh, Gerard Martín.
Cross was a dangerous one. Good defending from Araujo.
Look how the fans there. They're getting up for it.
I'll try their best to find a Barcelona supporter inside the stadium.
All right.
But the police were saying today that no shirts, no paraphernalia, no scarves would be allowed inside the stadium. Man, women, children.
That's a word you haven't used for quite some while. Paraphernalia.
I can say, and I can't spell it, Stuart. Christensen.
Good to see Christensen back playing.
Oh, Araujo, what's that cross?
The ball into the area, looking for the
Too far, too far. AC Milan, terrible end to the season. Fire so coming, but Leao inconsistency scares me. Losing to Bologna, I think what last time Bologna won a trophy was in 51 years, I think, something like that. Hey, great job by Bologna. Also, I want to keep an eye on João Garcia, guys, because he's a player being constantly linked to Barcelona right here.
The referee is just asking for a delay in play. I think the Espanyol supporters have spotted one of the Barcelona fans, and you can see the steward just behind the goal, less than politely escorting that person towards the exit. I think it's the only person who's managed to get through the security.
Wait, what's going on here?
It looks a little bit more serious than just one fan getting into the crowd there from Barcelona.
What?
Than that.
So because like someone has like a Barcelona shirt, they're not allowed to be in the crowd or something?
Sidlow, Gemma Salat, and the reporters, if they can give us some information regarding what the referee is so concerned about.
What's going on here?
Well, that is the president's box. Joan Laporta on the right-hand side, and of course Chen Yang Sheng. And family are the owners these days of Espanyol.
This doesn't look particularly good at the moment, does it?
No, they called over one of the commanders from the Mossos. They are the local police. And
Okay.
they're explaining to the referee why they wanted a discussion of the game.
Seems that there's something going on with the fans or something.
Well, everything has to be safety first. You may remember when these sides did meet in that crucial game back in 2023. There was a pitch invasion, and the Barcelona players had to scamper
Oh yeah,
the field very quickly to the safety.
that's true. Do you think Lewandowski and Torres will be enough to win the UCL next year? Enter Stegen Tech? No, I don't think so. I think that Barcelona, we need another, maybe like one or two players up top. I think we need a top goalkeeper. I don't think neither Ter Stegen nor Szczęsny can be the keeper to give us that UCL. I think Szczęsny has done a great job as like a band-aid, but at the end of the day, he's what, 35, 36, coming out of retirement.
We are hearing there's a report of a minor accident behind the goal, and thankfully there is a report of no injuries. They were just ensuring that the medical team and the police authorities were getting into the crowd.
Oh, okay, so just like a little clash, I'm guessing?
They are saying that there is nothing serious. Martín appeared to get the man before the ball.
Foul. Okay. And in regards to that front line, I think we need options.
Martín's defending as well. Doesn't get the ball, does he?
Options on the width. Because we have to plan for, those games in which either Raphinha or Lamine are not going to be involved.
Roca, the player that was brought down, he's playing on the right-hand side of midfield.
Okay.
First test of this new-look Barcelona defence. Araujo and Christensen. With Garcia and Martín. I guess you could say it's the B line. The ball played into the near post, and well, Puado looks at the referee's assistant, maybe trying to bail him out because he had beaten the defence of the ball, the Espanyol skipper.
Well, for Barcelona's sake, I hope that was offside, because it's far too easy for him to get in there. Again, holding A line on the edge of the box. There's lots of space to whip that.
See, because look at that. Raphinha, every single time, he likes to cut inside. He likes to come inside. We need some. If Balde isn't going to be available necessarily, we need someone who's just able to hold this with. And even then, we need something different in the attack.
Szczęsny missed the vital league games. That means he's conceded 10 goals in his last.
We need a player who likes to have the 1v1. But Raphinha isn't that.
Yet to see Pedri and Dani Olmo really get into the game.
Oh, nice Martín. Pedri.
There's your wish.
Oh, nice. Dani Olmo. Lewa, take a shot.
To Olmo, picked up by Lewandowski.
Oh, Lewa. What a...
So very close.
Oh, my God. Barcelona's so close.
All the Barcelona players are pointing at Yamal. They thought the ball should have been played out there. Gerard Martín just maybe committed a foul there. On the rocker. What a good pass it was. And Dani Olmo's first touch was nearly...
Several people have been ran over by a car outside Cornellà.
He's trying to turn with the ball.
What?
Just stamps on the foot. Accidentally, I think.
I hope everyone's all right.
Probably was a foul. And there's that pass. The first touch just couldn't get him away from...
Oh, there was a hit and run near the Espanyol stadium.
The regular left back is fit enough to take his place in the squad again. But Martin is holding down the left back role.
Oh, it was like outside the stands.
Long ball forward.
Well, I hope everyone's all right. Oh.
As well. Roca ran into trouble. They're causing all kinds of issues.
Well, there's the problem.
Well, there's something going outside the stadium. That's why. Okay.
Players stepped up to play offside.
Raphinha, brilliant. That trademark outside of the foot pass. Lamine on that far side. Raphinha on the near side. Lewandowski down the centre. Dani Olmo roaming around as well. Pedri. Lamine. Eric Garcia to De Jong.
Pedri, Dani Olmo. Oh no! It was a good idea. It was a good idea.
Well, the danger
Okay.
when you're playing against Barcelona is you sit deep and you try and stay compact. But Barcelona, with their short passing, clever movement, can break that sort of play down. It's almost a very good final pass.
Ah, so close.
It all started by Pedri and Yamal over on that far side.
On.
Lewandowski.
No. Lovely 1-2 between Martín and Olmo. But Lewandowski messes up the pass. What's up, Selvin? How's the game going? Oh, no way. Oh, Szczęsny, what a save. Oh, Barcelona getting away with one right here. Espanyol, they're getting way too many chances in these opening 15 to 20 minutes.
How they can break Barcelona down. Great football. There's the through ball. De Jong can't catch him. Christensen.
Great job, Szczęsny. Great save.
But a very good save, Szczęsny. Prado, the player that made the run.
I'm not liking the amount of chances that Espanyol they're getting in these opening minutes.
11 goals this season. 2 in the playoff final last year. A normal source.
It's always problematic when De Jong ends up being the centre half and Araujo's in central midfield. Don't really want those two players crossing over.
Corner for Espanyol.
Expositor fires it to the far post.
Okay.
Oh, this is such a highly charged game. Espanyol did reasonably well in the spring months. This is the chance again for Prado.
Oh, great save from Szczęsny, man.
that occasion, probably the better option was to go across the goalkeeper. Just saw the weight of Szczęsny. He read it perfectly, didn't he, Szczęsny? Really good goalkeeping.
Yamal. Christensen. Pedri. Martín.
Leaky defense, no Inigo Cubarsí, it's to be expected. No, but not have this amount of chances. Oh. No, because even though like Araujo and Christensen, they're not the starters, it shouldn't be this leaky. We shouldn't be conceding these amount of chances. Nice, Frankie.
De Jong comes flying in.
I don't think there's two midfield players, central midfield players, that are more comfortable on the ball and are able to receive it in any sort of situations than Pedri and De Jong.
Oh, nice, Pedri. You're in tons of space. Putting the cross. Ah.
Hangs the ball in the air and a comfortable take.
Joan Garcia does a great job of getting to that. They haven't played together in how long? And Araujo sucks now, so yeah. Okay, okay. Fair point, fair point.
Lovely layoff from Olmo.
Ooh.
Pedri is caught. I think it was an occupational hazard rather than a free kick deserving foul.
Kumbula, the player that made the challenge. It's a strong one. Here it is.
Yo, they step on Pedri's foot.
Pass the ball to catch Pedri. Touch and go.
Touch and go. Yeah, all right.
Christensen. Pedri aware of the space around him and the run of...
Oh, that's a terrible touch, Raphinha.
Hasn't quite got the measure of this stadium yet, has he, the Brazilian?
Okay.
Sure that Pedri needed to play that one in the air, which made it difficult for Raphinha. Slightly worrying first 20 minutes here for Hansi Flick and his men.
Hasn't been the best opening 20 minutes. I would say that.
Ball is teased back to Szczęsny, who's made that vital save.
Oh, Christensen loses the ball. Nice, he recovers.
Rocker
There we go. Great job.
space to Christensen. Some damage to the corner flag as well.
And you've got to realise Christensen can't take that long on the ball. He had a pass out to his fullback. Took another touch. And Rocker almost nicked the ball off him.
This is De Jong. Araujo. Eric Garcia.
Oh, yeah, that's a foul.
The wings are clipped of Lamine Yamal. I think Romero will get away with one of those.
And he is trying to get as tight as he possibly can at the moment.
All right.
Raphinha.
Pedri with the ball. Lamine.
Lamine Yamal. An entertaining opening 20 minutes of this game. Barcelona bottom the possession. Espanyol with the better chances.
Yeah, we only really created one big chance, and that was the one that Lewandowski had.
The 21st minute of the game. They always have a tribute to Dani Olmo, the former skipper of Espanyol, who sadly passed away in his prime back in 2009.
Oh, great chance.
There's Robert Lewandowski.
No, Lewa, too many touches. Too many touches. Espanyol throwing.
Dani Olmo trying to take the ball off him. I don't often see that. Must be a little take, as you'd call
All right.
it. It's got to have a fashion.
There you go, the tribute to Dani Olmo. They named the training ground after the Espanyol.
Dani Jarque.
A touch touching moments. Very good to see the Barcelona bench and the players on the field actually joining in. It has been played in a wonderful spirit, this Catalan Derby, so much at stake. Barcelona can win the league tonight if they take the 3 points.
Well, both sides you expect to achieve what they want to achieve. Barcelona winning the title, La Liga, and Espanyol staying up. The Gunners need to win both their games
and
to catch them up.
And staying up. Wait, that's right. Hold up.
Parakeets, but they threw the Catalans, the parakeets at the weekend.
Soft shot.
Easily saved by Juan Garcia. He conceded 3.
So here's the thing. So Espanyol, they're not exactly out of the woods. So if Leganes win, I think their last 2 games, if Espanyol lose, they could get relegated. That'd be amazing. Barcelona win the title and we get Espanyol relegated.
Here's Martín.
There again, you can see the 2 centre halves split, and De Jong goes to mark the centre forward, which
That'd be crazy.
might be a slightly dangerous policy for Barcelona.
Pedri, Raphinha. Nah, bro.
Just to give you an update on the incident that delayed the game. There was an incident outside the stadium involving a car and a number of supporters. And sadly, a couple of the supporters have been transported away from the stadium in the ambulance.
Oh, that's not good news.
Thankfully, we're told that none of the injured are really badly hurt.
Okay, that's great news.
Hospital more as a precaution, but horrible news. That is why the supporters behind the goal to our left-hand side, I think a number of them are asking whether the game should continue. There's Lewandowski.
Nice. No. Goes out for a throw-in.
Garcia getting tight on that occasion against Cubarsí. He had that massive chance, didn't he?
Martín. Now doesn't get that. Romero leaves it to goalkeeper Joan Garcia. He's getting to the crucial stage of the season. In England, Wembley Stadium this weekend. Join the team Saturday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern time for all of the build-up for the FA Cup final.
Crystal Palace versus Man City FA Cup final. You fancy City winning that, no?
Pep Guardiola has a barren season.
A barren season in what? How many years? 6, 7? Around there? Even longer?
Pedri beginning to run the game now.
Here's Martín, little layup from Raphinha.
Oh my god. What a turn.
Esposito.
Oh my god. Oh, Szczęsny.
Sweeping and keeping.
Great job from Szczęsny. What a pass. Who was that?
Really good play from Esposito. That big diagonal in behind the back line.
Exposito? Is that his name?
He just about got there.
Exposito, yeah.
Now it's Roca.
Exposito.
Painful block by
Edu Exposito. What a pass.
And with a free kick. The Barca stealing a few yards.
What a pass.
Keen to keep the entertainment going. De Jong. He's going to have to stop play now. As if the ball hits the official, play has to be restarted with the drop ball.
It's funny where the supporters think the hand is.
That little turn to beat Frankie and Raphinha.
Great skill.
Wow.
What you didn't see there was then the diagonal pass from Esposito.
All right. Oh, foul.
Dani Olmo, no, hasn't yet got into the flow of things. That's because they've had him very tightly marked. Lozano and Urco.
He's not quite playing as the number 10 today. He's playing on mainly the right-hand side of the midfield and attacking midfield, and Pedri's playing on the left-hand side, and De Jong's just sitting that little bit deeper. What they're trying to do is take the midfield players a little bit wider of the opposition so they can roll balls into Lewandowski. And Raphinha coming in off that touchline.
Lamine.
Yamal.
Being so tightly marked.
Szczęsny. Look how high the two Barcelona central defenders are. Pinning Espanyol back. Szczęsny too is close to Yamal.
Nice, Pedri. No, Danny, what's that touch? Lewa, take a shot. Okay, Raphinha. No. Ah, it was another good idea, but, you know, the pass wasn't there. Very similar to the Dani Olmo chance.
Next forward pass. There's the setup play. And Lewandowski might have just been offside had the pass been good enough.
Good try, good try.
Really good effort from Raphinha.
Al Ittihad crowned champions of Saudi Arabia. Another year without a league title for CR7.
Gonzalez is on loan from Real Sociedad. He's on loan. Cabella's on loan from Roma. Robert Fernandez on loan from Braga. 5 of the 11 have come through the system and are Barcelona born. It's a club that has to use its imagination when recruiting players, and they did complain that every summer a number of their youngsters, when they reach the age of 14, get stolen by Barcelona. Martín to Pedri.
Okay. If you could pick any striker to replace Lewandowski, who would it be? I'd probably say Isaac, no? Any striker? No, actually Julian. Julian Alvarez. Any striker. I'd go with Julian. You can put Haaland in there. No, Lamine.
Since the turn of the year, 14 wins in 15 matches in the Spanish Championship. The approach of Hansi Flick.
He recovers though, he recovers.
To outscore the opposition.
Would you choose Thomas?
Mbappe at the weekend, by the way, was the 4th opposition player to score a hat-trick against Barcelona this season.
And what, every single match they've lost? Guidassi lost, he scored a hat-trick. Pavlidis scored a hat-trick and lost. Mbappe scored a hat-trick and lost. And Borja Iglesias, I believe, scored a hat-trick and lost.
Defenders have
wow.
to make better decisions when the ball changes hands. More work on the training ground and more work as a unit. They will get better.
Pedri, gap opens up.
Oh, good try.
Had to have a go, didn't he?
Might just come off the inside of his boot. That's a good strike. Always.
Joan Garcia not really tested that much in this game so far. 30 minutes of relatively little from Barcelona.
See Pedri back in top form after his couple of injuries that he's had over the course of his career.
In all competitions this season, he's missed only 1 game. Very rarely goes the full 90 minutes, but it's full throttle for whenever Hansi Flick asks him to play. There is Pedri.
What Espanyol are doing quite well is when they Dani Olmo made a run in behind, Raphinha made a run in behind, the defenders went with them. So there's no space to hit the ball in behind.
Yamal.
There's nothing Lamine can do off like that wide.
Little flick, easy take for
Wow. Really hard to break down Espanyol right here.
Romero. Eric Garcia's gone a long way upfield to stop the defence. It means there's a gap on that right-hand side.
Nice, Frankie.
Well, he does it all the time, and then
Look at how many times
De Jong goes back into centre half. There you can
that Pedri is recovering the ball. Raphinha into space. Lamine. No.
But taken off his toe by Cuado. Lamine had a little winch at the referee, Sotobrado.
Sotobrado didn't even look at Christensen in the foul.
For the man in the middle.
I don't know. Haaland isn't that good with the ball.
He tries to win the ball by going around the side of
Haaland, if you give him the right service, he just gives you tons of goals. But I think he could be something similar to of his Zlatan at Barça. I know that Laporta wants Haaland, but I think Julian is a better option. I think he can give you everything. He can give you goals in clutch moments. Bro, Gerard Martín, you're keeping everyone on the side right there.
Gonzalez, it was probably on as well.
No striker, so that Masia? No.
There was 2 or 3 runners. They can see that one, it's too obvious.
You have to put a heart monitor on there. Manolo Gonzalez, who lives the game for his players.
There are a couple of defenders that are being talked about. Torrens. And there's also there was a what was his name? I think he's in the squad, no? Hold on. $200 games for Pedri. Wow. What milestone.
Nice little touch. Al-Hilali fires it right across the face of goal. Too much pace on the ball. Romero retrieves. Good run from Romero. Shirking off a number of challenges. They refused to give up the chase here. And Christensen has to clear the ball.
He's done okay, hasn't he, the left back so far?
Absolutely.
He's done well in the 1v1s against Yamal. He's run forward with the ball on a couple of occasions. To good effect.
No, he's in the squad list. Marcasol is, though.
They're having a real go here, Espanyol.
Oh, nice. Pedri into space.
Wills Barcelona to take the advantage.
Find Lamine, find Lamine.
360-degree turn.
Ah, good try, good try. Lamine hit it first time.
Well, Pedri was looking at Raphinha. Pass was never really on to get Raphinha in behind. So he turned away. Yeah, that's where it would have been a foul had Dani Olmo not done really well to get it to Pedri. Just took a slight bobble, didn't it?
Ah.
It struck quite firmly at him. Had it been rolled a bit softer, he would have certainly hit the target there.
I think De Jong was centering his anger on himself then.
He misses the ball completely, doesn't he?
Was he?
I don't think there's too much intent.
These relegation fodder La Liga teams are actually harder to beat than 1970 Brazil. Something about them being so shit that they can't play football, which in turn makes us unable to beat them. It's so fucking weird.
You can see takes Ruha out into a wide area. Guardo then makes the run through the middle. De Jong's the player that was chasing him back. Christensen can't make the challenge, and they're helped by their goalkeeper.
All right.
Really good play from Espanyol.
De Jong. Olmo. Pedri.
One turn by Pedri.
Martín.
They will take a shot. No.
As soon as he gets the ball, they're breathing down his neck.
It's not quite happened for him so far, Lewandowski.
Wow, we're about to reach the halfway point, and there's been nothing. Other than one chance from Lewa, it's been nothing. I hope Bernal shines next season. If so, should we cash in on 50 mil on Marc Casado? I don't think so. I think you want to have Marc Casado in the squad. I think Marc Bernal, he's a different profile. He's that profile of a Busquets. You know? You see Marc Casado as like a pure destroyer. But Marc Bernal, he has more technical ability. I'm hugely excited for Marc Bernal. What he showed at the start of the season, preseason, was amazing.
Lamine. His own player is in his way. Having to dribble around his his own man, but he finds Dani Olmo.
How did Lamine? It's crazy that Lamine was able to get off a pass in that situation.
Defending from Gonzalez.
Oh, bad pass from Christensen.
Here they go again. Who will win the foot race this time? Szczęsny having to dig in very, very deep.
Nice, Christensen.
Paying off as he wins the foot race with the rocker.
Well, he won the first foot race.
Great job.
One. You can see that Rocker overtook him to get to the second ball. It had to be a very good challenge by Christensen in the end. Certainly been a very competitive first half. Yes, Barcelona have dominated possession. Yes, they've had one or two very good moments with their combination passes around the box. But you always sense there's a threat from Espanyol at the moment. Good to hear the views of Ani Moreno, Luis Garcia, Sidlow, Gemma Soler, held together by Dan Thomas at half-time.
All right. What's up, Mustafa? Lewandowski, please. Come on, we just need a goal. We just need one. Just one, please.
But they just believe it was a driver who lost control of his vehicle and plowed into a number of supporters who were waiting to be allowed into the stadium.
How does that even happen?
A number of the fans from Espanyol believe the game shouldn't have taken place or should have been.
It must have been done on purpose or something. How do you accidentally run over people? Preseason is going to be nice to watch. I'm excited. I'm excited. And in the meantime, while Barcelona are having their vacation, the Club World Cup is going to be going on. So there is going to be football in the summer. This brother's stressing me out with his drop in the midfield Harry Kane gimmick. His touches haven't been great either.
Brilliant from Raphinha. Whenever it's one man, there's a second waiting to jump on.
So even when he's dropping in, it's just
down this near side. Roca and Hilali. One or two moments going forward, but they've stopped Raphinha.
Look at them chanting Espanyol, Espanyol.
Referee bides his time and will show the first yellow card of the evening.
Yellow card for Christensen?
Crashing in.
Why?
It's almost bizarre.
Oh.
He mustn't realise the ball's going to be played in behind him, and he just grabs hold of the centre forward. No chance of him being through on goal, but just poor defending.
Was that instinct from him?
He looks rusty, doesn't he, Christensen?
He knows he can do all the rehab work, put in the miles on the training ground, but there's nothing like being out there centre stage in La Liga. A necessity tonight. The other option, I suppose, would be to play Eric Garcia in the middle, but Cubarsí has a knock. Inigo Martinez, the regular central defender, has been pretty much a constant this season. Is serving suspension. Jules Koundé, another one who's currently injured. And so Hansi Flick pairing Christensen, Araujo as a rather unconvincing partnership so far.
Add to that, as you mentioned earlier, Eric Garcia is not a regular right back, and Martin has got a nice left foot, but I don't think he's a great defensive player. So it's very much a back four that's been put together tonight.
A great defensive player. Need Balde and Fermin on? You think so?
Lamine Yamal.
I definitely say Balde. Fermin, meh. Could be an option. Eric Garcia, put the cross. Lewa.
Gets the cross in. Lewandowski.
What?
I'm sure he puts in work in the yoga room to prepare himself for games like this.
I can do one more season with him, but that's all.
He was onside. Eric Garcia did well.
Oh, so close from Lewa, so close.
See how he just backs into the defender Carrera, so that Carrera can't
So
get to
close.
the ball. That's why he's got a smile on his face. He knows that was a great bit of skill.
I really hope that a striker emerges in the market that says, hey, Barcelona, they have to go for him.
Barcelona would need success this weekend. Back at home against Villarreal. Match day
Because, well, other than maybe two strikers, there's no one in the market.
Villarreal looking good at the moment. One of the form teams in La Liga, holding down 5th place after the 3-0 victory over Leganes last night. There's an arm off then by Araujo, and
All right. I repeat, only one more and then one gone. I think that Barcelona, they should already be looking to replace him.
to Garcia. Lamine Yamal. Pedri, who's been absolutely
Aw.
first half for Barcelona. Forcing a
Bullshit aside, how do you watch teams like Espanyol, Getafe, Arsenal, Inter Milan and think, oh, lovely football? Satanic bastards.
It's a handoff. Starts on his chest.
The only reason is because, they were born in that city. They were born in the city. This is their the team that they grew up with, that their family supports, and everything. But if you're, let's say, from, I don't know, somewhere that's not that city, and you purposely watch them to say, oh my God, they play amazing football, how? Like, you're just lying at that point.
Barcelona have committed a lot of bodies forward. Martin gets there, and De Jong is keeping everybody onside.
De Jong kept everyone on side. Wow.
Is the extra man in the area, but they can't find Kumbula. Araujo whistling away. And that is so very Barcelona 2025, isn't it?
Good clearance from Araujo. Jonathan David on the free. The problem with Jonathan David is the wages. He'd be on a free, but I believe he's asking for like a 17 million commission for his agent. And wages are crazy. You're like, what?
I'll stick with us for the half-time analysis from Dan and Ali in the studio. Sid, Luis Garcia, Gemma Soler. Most of the highlights we'll be showing you. There'll be opportunities from Espanyol, despite the Barcelona dominance of the possession.
Yeah, let's hope Sidlow's got his shirt tucked in for the half-time.
Oh, Raphinha, that's a terrible pass.
Martin gets in the way of Christensen. 2 Espanyol players barge into each other. I think Rocker was taken out by his own man.
Okay. Sucks with no space, useless against low blocks.
Yamal.
I think one or two people might be asking why haven't Espanyol shown this same sort of energy and passion and drive and determination in all their games. They wouldn't be down at the bottom if they.
And that's it.
In this first half.
Half time. Well, I mean, guys, it's been a pretty uneventful half, if I'm being honest. We didn't really create that many chances. Most of the chances have gone on the way for Espanyol. You're looking at this chance early in the match. I believe it was, what, third, fourth minute and everything? Fucking awful. You bunch of cucks. Espanyol had this chance at the start of the game. This was honestly our best chance right here. It was Robert Lewandowski. Look at how free Lamine Yamal is right here. You lay it off. Lamine, curler. It went close, though. It went close. Robert Lewandowski takes a shot, but goes a little bit wide. And then from then on, we didn't really create much. Got this save from Szczęsny right here. Halfway through the first half. Great save to prevent us going down 1-0. Espanyol, they've had the better chances, if we're being honest. The defense has been leaky. We have to be better, man. Look at this right here, even towards the end of the second half. I mean, of the first half. Frankie keeps everyone on side. Terrible pass, honestly. Terrible pass because Kumbula, is that how you pronounce his name? Marash Kumbula. Albania. 25 years of age. Okay. Has the passing option, but doesn't do much. Where's Raphinha? He's been sort of non-existent. Hasn't been involved into the match, if we're being honest. Oh wow. Let's see what X is saying. Nothing. Nothing interesting. When Lewandowski doesn't score, he doesn't contribute as much as Ferran Torres. True words. Yeah, I would say so. It's because Robert Lewandowski, he's what, 36, 37? He's not going to be offering you the same off the ball output that a Ferran is going to be giving you. If Lewandowski isn't accurate with his touches, with his passes, he messes up the build-up and everything. Okay. So guys, I want to ask you guys, what do you guys make of the whole Dani Olmo rumors? Him going to Man City. I think that's nonsense. I do think it's true that Man City, they are interested in Dani Olmo, but he just came in, not likely to leave. Barcelona don't want to sell, so that deal's not happening. Simple as that. Also, the words from Cole Palmer towards Lamine Yamal. Insane praise. How good is Lamine Yamal? Mad in it. Easily the best player in the world, to be honest. Wow. Look at the praise. Cornellà striker Nuhu Fofana signs for Barcelona. He'll play for Barcelona's Juvenile A in the 25-26 season. Man City will go for words. I wanted him here though, but okay. What? Bayer Leverkusen are asking what for like 100+ million for him? 100+ million for Wirtz? I wanted. Imagine if we lose. Drog. No. Do not bring that into existence. Come on. That'd be catastrophic. Joan Garcia or Leo Roman? Ooh. Oh, that. Ah. How old are both of them? Okay, so Leo Roman is 24. Garcia is what? Same age, roughly, what? Joan Garcia. Both of them are the same age. Okay. I mean, you would say that Joan Garcia's season overall has been more convincing, no? Leo Roman, his market value is €1 million. But for Joan Garcia, it's something a little bit different. Okay. Interesting. Leo is 2.5 meters, 22 saves in the last 2 games. Wow. Yeah. Who would you go, McTavish? I don't think that Barcelona have been linked with Leo Roman too much. Combined total of 79 shots in his 2 games against Barca Madrid. Made 22 saves and only conceded 3. Wow. Hey, but he was, what's it called? He did save Mallorca in a couple yesterday. Bro, he kept Real Madrid at bay yesterday. Oof, both of them are good, honestly. Both of them. We didn't go to the UCL final. Bilbao can be in our final. I would go for Garcia if we want a starter. Roman if we want a cheaper alternative, but it can cost us games. I think Barcelona right now, in the position that they're in, they have to be looking for something a little bit long term. Go for someone that is going to be a competitor to Ter Stegen and who will be looking to replace him. I think Barcelona, they have to be looking at the market and think about that. Because first, we don't know. First, I'm taking away my bias and everything in regards to Ter Stegen. You guys know that I don't like him. What was the halftime score? 0-0. 0-0, Joy. Away from my dislike of Ter Stegen, my bias, we don't know at which level Ter Stegen is going to be returning to. He's already had multiple injuries, injury to his back, injury to his knee, and everything. We don't know at what level he's going to be returning to. So, I have to see first how he does in preseason, and then see how the season goes. but he's already what, 32, 33 around there? Let me see. How old is Ter Stegen? 33. Ter Stegen is 33. Okay. You're gonna have to look for a replacement. And then when you add how he's been a liability for Barcelona for so many years, answer is obvious. Look at this. Okay, so Espanyol, they've scored in the last 5 matches. No, they scored 5 goals in their last 5 matches. They've lost their last 3 games. Joan Garcia ranked first in saves. We scored 15 goals in our last 5 matches. Haven't lost to Espanyol in our last 12 meetings. And Lamine obviously ranked first in big chances created. We have to win tonight. Have to. Okay. Ter Stegen is old. We need to accept that. I've seen people saying respect him, but selling him because he isn't at that level right now isn't disrespect. I've been saying this for years. Ter Stegen, thank you for all you've done, but we need someone better. We need someone better. Simple as that. You're not gonna win a UCL with Ter Stegen. Well, at least this Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen hasn't been the Ter Stegen that we've known since what? 2019? Around there? Garcia at some point is a blind signing. You are taking a risk with Joan Garcia in a little bit, and in some sense. I do see that point a little bit. Real Madrid have activated the £50 million release clause in Dean Huijsen's contract and are finalizing the deal. Wow. All right. Xavi Simons is ready to leave RB Leipzig this summer, despite him only signing a permanent deal in January. Remember when Barcelona were interested in Xavi Simons? They wanted what? I think like 75 million for him. That's crazy. Way too expensive. Number 10 can play out on the left wing a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, left wing, right wing, but primarily an attacking midfielder. 22 years of age. 9 goals, 7 assists in 24 matches. I remember when he was at Barcelona's youth academy, and he went up. Matt's best season was 2 years ago. Yeah, but like even then, you know, meh. How long have you guys been Barca fans? I've been a Barca fan since 2014. 2014, 2015. Did you hear what's happening with Asensio? Yeah. I prefer not to comment on things like that. Not to comment on things like that, because like if it's just allegations, you know, I don't want to give everything, but if it's true, despicable human being, man. But I prefer not to comment. Claudio Barra was insane. Cillison was okay. No, Cillison, every single time. Oh, look, Balde coming in. Every single time Cillison was on the pitch, he'd genuinely be amazing. He'd bail Barcelona out. I remember in those games against Atletico Madrid. Not allegations, he's charged. Oh wow. I think I just saw Asensio post something on his Instagram, a statement or something. 2009. Wow, when Dino was still there. If Asensio is found guilty, denying his involvement, well, let's see how that unfolds. Let's see. Let's see and everything, Bob. Awful, awful human being if that's the case. Liverpool aware of Rodrigo being a market opportunity. Rodrigo going to Liverpool. Let me see. Yeah, we've already seen that. Here we go. Trent going to Real Madrid. Okay.
Came after a spell when they looked as though they'd done the hard work. They had a very good winter.
Second half underway. Let's get it. Do you think if PSG loses the Champions League and Spain wins Nations League, Lamine will win the Ballon d'Or?
They were just about safe. They're on dry land.
Yeah, that really should be a yellow card for Romero. Pointed out.
Possibly. Possibly. If Inter win the Champions League, I don't think there's going to be.
He's done his very best to keep a low profile. It's a game which has been played.
Anyone from that team that you scream, "Hey, Ballon d'Or." I think if PSG win, I think a lot of people are going to be going for Dembele. But if they lose, Lamine has a lot of strength. Also Raphinha as well.
Run from Garcia. Garcia finds it in, and Raphinha comes springing in from the wing.
Football player with salary of millions and a loving family when they see.
Made the run. Into a
Ridiculous,
good area
man.
first time. Just got ahead of it. Raphinha at the far post.
Balde. Araujo. Almost a little layoff. The Olmo, De Jong axis in midfield hasn't quite fully functioned.
Oh, Szczęsny, nice.
Szczęsny.
If Dembele ain't the deciding player in that final and Lamine smacks France this upcoming game, I'd say he wins, no? Regardless if PSG win the UCL final, though, I'd still give it to either Lamine or Raphinha. I'd even throw Pedri in there. I think Pedri has been arguably Barcelona's best player.
So he's going wide at the moment, has been tucking into a slightly inside position.
Lamine, he's obviously going to be stealing the headlights, amazing talent and everything. But the impact that Pedri has in that midfield...
Pedri. Balde immediately involved.
Oh, nice Balde. No.
Alejandro Balde. We know he's fresh.
People are just going to be looking, hey, whoever wins the UCL, is we give the Ballon d'Or, which it shouldn't be the case. You have to be looking at a whole season's work. Your bias is showing.
It's not just about
It's
also about getting your awareness, getting up to the pace of the game.
Hey.
Getting your confidence back.
Pedri has been amazing this season, though. And also, I've been seeing like a lot of people criticize Lamine for the lack of goals. That's absurd, man. You just watch with your eyes.
Flashes so far.
And the guy's brilliant.
Pass one, pass two. There's always the third man, Eric Garcia. Pedri.
Eric Garcia, no.
Good defending from Romero.
Again, Eric Garcia doing well. I think he was looking for the cutback, which probably wasn't on from the angle that the defender was closing him down, unless he got it between the defender's legs. Bit of pushing and shoving going on between Kumbula and Araujo.
That's the little sideshow. Pedri.
Not the best pass from Pedri.
Loops safely out of play. I don't think the referee had a clue what to give there. He's relying on his assistant.
The assistant gave a goal kick or something?
Yeah, there's where it just clips the head
That's a corner.
of Esposito.
Lamine. Oh, no.
Espanyol just getting
Oh, Frankie gets a touch to that header. People only see stats nowadays. Pedri, best midfield in the world, and Lamine, Rafa, best attackers per position. Absolutely, yeah. I give credit to Salah. I give credit to Dembele, but they just haven't been at the same level. For the entirety of the season, Raphinha has been the most clutch player in the world. Every single big game and every single difficult game, Raphinha has shown up. The games against Atalanta, the games against Bayern, the games against Madrid, the games against Inter, the games against Atletico Madrid,
Christensen.
Benfica, Dortmund.
Yamal.
Certainly hasn't been at his best tonight.
Both of them
One of
goal
the
space
reasons is
games,
that
no?
he's played quite well. Romero.
I would say, yeah. Dembele, he did well, you know, in scoring that goal against Araujo coming off. Why?
Cubarsí has entered the fray.
Well, Araujo is the player who's taken out of the firing line. I don't think he was carrying an injury.
Is it for more progression from the back?
Didn't complete
Okay.
the training session yesterday. Took a slight knock, but an interview before the game, Hansi Flick was saying that it wasn't a precaution. He just felt that Araujo deserved the game. Olmo not giving Lewandowski anything.
Well, is it Araujo's knee?
That suggests that Araujo is carrying a knee injury. I'm no doctor, Stuart. But they can't take any risks with a player who's had his fair share of issues over the last couple of years. He had a thigh operation last July and missed the Copa America, and he's hardly been seen this season.
It seems so. It seems so. It's his knee.
Hasn't been a good season for him, as you said. Even some of the games he's played, he hasn't been at his very best.
Oh.
Szczęsny at the extreme of his area once more.
Oh, better pass than he was in. Eric Garcia didn't see the run of Puado.
Guardiola has been able to make some very good runs. If Luke de Jong played in the UCL final, he would win the Ballon d'Or.
Left-hand side of the two centre-backs. Christensen has come to the right.
Dude, it is goal? What do you mean, Kudam?
So since half-time, they've changed half of the defence. Olmo
Lamine!
finds the gap. Sensational! There is a very big argument that he is the best player on the planet at this moment in time.
That is ridiculous from Lamine.
No bounds.
Oh my.
Well, I was just saying, he hasn't had his best game by any means. But what a bit of skill this
Give
is.
him the Ballon d'Or already. Give him the
Played
Ballon d'Or.
every time tonight. But there was space inside. He used
What
it,
a...
and then went on the
Yeah.
inside and struck it beautifully. He could pass it to Pedri.
Cuts inside. Oh, wow. Top bins. Nothing. Absolutely nothing Joan Garcia can do about that. Literally could not be more top bins. No. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh, my gosh.
Unsavable.
That's an unsavable. How many outside of the box goals does this kid have already? Look at how bad they celebrate. He goes.
One or two issues.
The 17th goal of the season for the 17-year-old.
8 goals in La Liga. Hey, that could be the goal that wins us the title.
They hadn't reached the standards that Lamine Yamal has. Here's Dani Olmo. What's he going to do this time, Lamine Yamal?
Nice, Eric.
Big stretch.
Nice, Christensen. Good job, boys.
Now De Jong.
Good work. He did Bellingham's celebration after the goal. He did. If that wins us the title, he's the Ballon d'Or winner.
Out of position.
Run the campaign, boys. Run it.
Little touch.
Bro, I'm so...
No way through.
You're 2 minutes. 2 minutes away from the UCL final, man.
That's where he wanted a handball, but his arm is right by his side. Cabrera.
Oh.
Good decision by the referee.
This could have been a historic season.
We were watching Yamal have shooting practice before the game. And he must have completed that shot that he scored the goal with on 4 or 5 occasions. Six-one, half dozen the other.
Oh, Raphinha, that's such a poor pass. Raphinha hasn't been sharp. Lamine Yamal Ballon d'Or.
Al-Hilali. Well, it did look, that was a well-timed challenge from De Jong, who did make one bad tackle in the first half, but that looked surgical.
Yeah, that was a good challenge.
He gets the ball.
Won the ball. Fair and square.
But I'd say if you're putting a coaching...
He literally wins the ball.
That would be the perfect example, but Senor Cesar Sotogrado clearly disagrees. He must have been a winger before he became a referee.
Well, more and more now, if any player goes to ground, referees give a free kick.
Guado was broken free. Shrugged off Eric Garcia.
Nice, Christensen.
Christensen stands his ground.
No, he dives. Literally dives.
Lead with the arms, despite the vocal protest from the Espanyol supporters.
Good try. I want to see the...
Yeah, it's a ridiculous dive, isn't it? Well, they've looked a better side, haven't they, in the second half here at Barcelona? One enforced change with Navarro, you'd imagine. The other one coming with Balde down that left-hand side. And you can see the possession, 77%. That doesn't always mean too much.
Look at this right here. Look at this shot from Lamine. They're telling me that from right here. Top bins.
63 passes they
just go top spins.
completed in that first half.
I wish I had Lamine's Jamal calmness. Life would be easy.
Guado continues his dart from defense. Excellent. Well, gets in the cross.
Lamine wearing the 10 next season. Ansu gotta go. No. You rip it out of Ansu. You grab his shirt, rip it off. No chance Ansu Fati's gonna have that 10 next season. Do you know the marketing that you could do with Lamine with a 10? Oh, this goal is absurd from Lamine. Absurd.
Maximum of their ability, which they have done. Just one blink of brilliance. De Jong. Lamine Yamal.
Oh, Lamine, what a pass.
Lewandowski.
No, Lewa. Lewa isn't having a good game, man. Lewa is not having a good game. 11-10 to OY10. Dude, do you know how frustrating it must be after having basically 2 decades of Messi dunking on you? You now have Lamine Yamal emerge from out of nowhere and dunk on you?
That's a poor pass from Lamine Yamal.
Ramajin must be so frustrated.
Substitute Cubarsí.
Barcelona just spawned in a generational talent.
There's the bit of skill from Yamal. Lets it run between his legs, then just flicks it away from Romero as he goes to ground.
I'd bring on Paul Victor, honestly. I think Hansi Flick is leaving Lewandowski out just for the Pichichi, honestly. I feel really bad for Ansu because he was our original star, but man, Lamine Yamal is going to be scoring 40, 50 goals a season. I don't know. I don't know about that. It'd be fantastic if he's able to if he scored that many goals. I think we saw unicorns in that manner, you know, in Messi. Not only being amazing on the ball, being able to be such a playmaker, dribbler, but also put the best goal-scoring numbers in the world. I think that is going to be extremely difficult to do. I think you could see, you know, I think it'd be really hard for Lamine. I think he could score that many goals when he's in his 20s. Okay, I mean, yeah, you can make an argument. I think that'll be his best year, though. I don't know. I have to see how next season goes. I think he's gonna be the Raphinha.
This is their best chance when they counter-attack and Barcelona try to spring the offside trap. Puado, good first touch. What's his second touch or third or fourth or fifth going to be like? No way past Eric Garcia. Puado again refuses to give up the chase.
Not the best pass from Raphinha. Best academy in the world. That's why I fucking love this club. All the homegrown talent.
See, Eric Garcia's got to get himself in a deeper position from this moment on. If his touch is better and it takes him down the side, even then I think he sweeps it onto his left foot and gets his shot away.
You love having La Masia be the core of your team. I love that.
Much to the annoyance of the home
you rely on La Masia. You say, hey, what do we need? Let's look inward. Do we have someone from the academy? If not, okay, then go on to the market. But having that reliance on La Masia, it just makes it so much worth it. Makes the moment sweeter. If Lamine Yamal was a Red Bull star, how much would Bartomeu pay for him? No idea. 30 minutes left, guys. 30 minutes left and we celebrate.
Olmo. Pedri. De Jong.
Raphinha putting the cross. Danny.
Olmo has space.
No.
Chose to control the ball when maybe
Not to mention, there isn't a kid in La Masia that scored 97 goals in 30 games as well. Madrid is cooked.
At the last minute, I think I've got more time than I thought. So tried to take his touch, didn't quite get it right. And Cabrera comes across.
These last couple of years under Bartomeu, that's not going to be Barcelona's standard, not the norm. That was the worst period in Barcelona history. Coming off of a pandemic, financial instability, new president, complete revamp of the squad.
De Jong doesn't get that. Al Hilali. as it stands, Barcelona will be confirmed as champions this evening. Can they put the icing on the celebratory cake?
Come on.
Yamal.
Ah, good try from Lamine. Thank God we got Bartomeu when we did, or else Lamine would have left us. But at the same time, he ruined what would have been Barcelona's glory years.
Olmo just taking the step
Because
back.
he literally ruined Messi's best years.
Well, he's made one tactical substitution.
When you think about it,
Necessity.
Messi has never had elite managers.
With Cubarsí.
Well, only Pep Guardiola and Luis Enrique.
Injection of legs.
All the other managers just not up to par.
Has been struggling with fitness in recent weeks. Stuck on 99 goals still for Barcelona, and a couple behind Mbappe in the Pichichi. Change of shape.
Okay.
I think just Olmo-
Dani Olmo false 9, Fermin 10. Okay.
Fermin Lopez will come into where Dani Olmo was playing. I think it was just a change because Lewandowski wasn't playing particularly well, was he? Doesn't look 100% fit.
The moment that fucker took charge, it was just a big signing after big signing. And it was horrible signings as well.
Szczęsny slipped as he went to clear that.
Who pays 140 million for Coutinho?
Contribution of Szczęsny has been overlooked this season. Many would say that Ter Stegen is a better goalkeeper, more accomplished, but Szczęsny is grown into the system played by Hansi Flick.
That's what Balde has that Gerard Martín doesn't, the recovery pace. Even if you beat him, it's super hard
along the way.
to take advantage of it.
Well, it's never dull when he's around.
Great bit of skill there for Milan in midfield. Mila.
That turn from Mila.
Well, Espanyol have done well against the big clubs here this season. They beat Real Madrid 1-0 and held Atletico and Athletic Club to 1-1 draws on the home soil. But never beaten Barcelona since they moved to this stadium. Here he goes again. Lamine Yamal. Stop him if you can.
How does Lamine still have the ball?
Pedri.
Ah,
Line leader in the absence now of Lewandowski.
no, man, no.
Dani Olmo involved a couple of times there. First one with a brilliant little turn.
Balde has to be a little bit careful. A light arm placed on the back of Roberto Fernandez.
He's got inside of Balde. Balde, as you mentioned, had his arms over Roberto there.
Roberto will be familiar with a number of the Barcelona players. He was actually loaned to Barcelona Football Club a couple of seasons ago to the B team and played with a number of the youngsters that were coming through the system then.
No, don't concede. Ooh.
Cubarsí takes charge. What a season he's had, 18 years of age.
So accomplished.
If we sell Araujo, Koundé goes back to center back, no? That's only dependent if we bring in a right back. Gavi in, Olmo out.
Roca makes way.
I'd bring up Paul Victor. That Yamal goal, Adam. That Yamal goal was insane. He's been Barcelona's best player this game. 1v3, 1v4. Still able to retain the ball.
Flashed across the face of goal.
Yeah, the ball went out of play. System put his flag up. Just there.
Let's look at this goal again,
The
man.
goal again. It's this touch here that just makes it, just opens it up for himself. He can run onto it. All he's thinking about is just bending it round that defender.
Top bins, man. Top
He
bins.
could not have placed it any
Hold
better.
on, and we win the league. 20 minutes left.
Absolute perfection.
Countdown.
Balde gives it away. Exportito. High over the top. Guado is away again. Cubarsí, I think he's brought a little bit more stability to the defence. Olmo. Excellent balance from the Spain international.
He's had a very good last 10 minutes or so, Dani Olmo. Now playing as the furthest forward of the Barcelona players.
But it's a role where he has at times excelled in the Spain national team. Dani Olmo. Just tuning in, the news is that Lewandowski started. No Ferran Torres, mentioned in the first half, is recovering from an appendix operation.
It's been a real struggle for
Leo Pichichi run over. What's the distance between him and Mbappe?
They're doing an awful lot of chasing.
3 goals. Oof.
The leading of the
Robert Lewandowski, he needed a goal tonight. He needed a goal.
Balde. Back to Pedri. Raphinha hasn't seen a great deal of the ball. They've cut off that pathway.
He needed a goal, man.
Lamine. Garcia. Pedri.
Nice, Fermin. Good recovery.
Digs in.
Real Madrid.
Yeah, that was good from Balde. Read the ball over the top, just dropped off.
They're being tested now, the Barcelona defence.
Nice, Szczęsny.
Excellent goalkeeping. Quite enjoyed that, I think, Szczęsny.
It is a straight swap on that right-hand side for Espanyol.
Well, Barcelona, when they copied El Rey earlier in the season, who will be the English equivalent. The magic of the FA Cup this weekend here on ESPN. Palace against Manchester City. Just got out of play that. Marginal though.
So close.
Well, let's hope that FA Cup final is as good as the Copa del Rey you were mentioning. There is the injury to the right knee of Araujo. Certainly a concern for him and Barcelona.
Well, the problem that kept him out for so long was a thigh issue, which required an operation last summer. Flack stays down.
Nice, Christensen.
Was off his line.
Bro, he's so reliable.
This dangerous game.
I hope Barca draw or lose it. Why, Jay?
169 offsides this season. They haven't caught one player offside so far tonight.
Well, they got that all wrong. He ran from his own half.
Christensen cool and collective.
Well,
He's just so reliable.
by Mila, he'd have been chipping Szczęsny. He could never get that Szczęsny. It's a terrible decision by him.
Hi, my name is Ryan.
From Kumbola. And off balance, off target shot, but it took a deflection. Romero with his less favoured right foot.
Well, he's not quite so whipped up in this second half, is he? But the crowd are now getting behind the team again. Just went to sleep for a little while after that goal. Bit of belief now coming back to the home fans here.
To lose their final 2 games. Fired into the area. Diving header.
Oh, what a save from Szczęsny.
Well, it may have been
offside.
To know that. He couldn't
Oh.
rely on the flag, and he had to throw himself at Roberto.
Here's the ball into the box.
Oh, he would have been miles off.
He is offside. No, not Roberto, may not have been. But he
Oh,
actually hits it
look at
straight
that
at the
clash against
goalkeeper.
Szczęsny.
Yeah, the goalkeeper doesn't know too much about it. He's made himself big, yes. But that's a poor miss. But an offside, I think, has been given.
Pedri, find Fermin. No. Oh, to Lamine.
Lamine Yamal. Oh, threats it through. The eye of a needle. Can't see it.
How's that a foul from Garcia? We'll possibly win the league and dunk on Espanyol, sending them back into the second division. What a day. Please, I need that to happen.
Well, a very different game to the Clasico against Real Madrid, of course, at the weekend, but equally as tense.
Look how the fans are chanting.
Romero. Christensen can't get there, and
Look at that. If we draw, it's okay. We only need 2 points. The si se puede chance most
Half a chance.
admirable one, nah.
Half of it.
Ain't happening, Chief. Ain't happening. Who's coming on for Barça? Is it Gavi? Fermin? No, Fermin's already on. Is it Pau Victor? Hector 4?
Well, the undersoil heating seems to be working.
Gavi and Hector 4.
Well, double change for Barcelona.
Gavi, one of the players coming on. He's coming on for Olmo.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it'd been playing well.
Save those chants for another day.
The other player coming off for Hector Fort.
Yeah.
So Fort will go in at right back.
Yeah, I see Christensen as like exhausted right here. And it makes sense. He hasn't played like a full 90 in what? Months? Eric Garcia center back. Hector Fort right back.
To utilize all of the players available to re-energize this team. Hasn't been a hangover from the Clasico, but they really have had to use every reserve of energy.
What happened here?
Now let's hope he's not play acting here.
There's certainly a case to answer. The referee doesn't appear to think there's anything too untoward. There was an arm.
It was an elbow.
Rib tickler.
Cabrera, yeah, he swings his arm.
Was a foul.
He literally elbowed him in the stomach.
If you don't steel yourself, it does wind you. Not a lot of sympathy from the Espanyol support, especially that gentleman there.
No foul.
He's only a slender young man. Doesn't appear that Barcelona need the medical team to ensure that he's okay.
Oh, hang on, he's going to look.
Well,
VAR has called the referee.
It's a literally it's an elbow to the stomach.
doesn't appear to think there's anything untoward, but Javier Iglesias Villanueva is
Look at
suggesting
this.
that he takes a second look at things. And Cabrera may have thrown out the arm intentionally.
I think he probably did throw the arm out intentionally, but it's not at the head. It's silly from Cabrera. He can hold him off and put his arm out, but by swinging his arm and almost hitting his elbow, he could be in a bit of trouble here. Yeah,
Look at that.
Exactly what he was doing.
When you see it in slow motion, it doesn't look that bad. When you see it,
It's because he does it intentionally.
he looks very guilty.
Yeah, he's going to make a big decision here, the referee.
Look at that. He sees him in the corner of his eye and he sends the
I
elbow.
don't think it's going to go down particularly well with the fans inside this stadium. Whoop, here we go.
Well, what's he going to do?
Sending off by the looks of it.
Sent off. Sent off. Yeah, rightfully
There
so.
it is.
Upon
Rightfully
taking
so.
the advice,
Rightfully so.
his video assistant referee,
There we go.
they have decided
Rightfully
that
so.
Cabrera will walk the plank.
There we go. You can't elbow someone like that. Look at that. Look at that. Look.
I said I hope that Yamal wasn't play acting. Well, he wasn't play acting, was he?
He was caught. It was a foul. It was a loose elbow.
Yeah. Only attacking the 17-year-old?
That is the first red card of the season for Espanyol.
First red card of the season. What an idiot. What was he thinking?
To the game that he was proud of their discipline.
You saw the same thing for Chelsea. Nico Jackson sent off. Elbow to the
He's
face.
going to make himself too popular here. Yamal with the home fans. Not that that's his fault.
There we go.
10 minutes.
A rightful sending off. Rightfully so.
Well, they've
Now Joe, I gotta say, will not want to join us. Nah, I don't think that's gonna play in
player down.
a factor.
In the second half against 11 versus 11.
Nice, Pedri. Into space.
Pedri. It's the referee. Poor man can't do anything to escape the attentions of the rather fired up Espanyol supporters.
2 substitutions coming on for Espanyol here. Don't need him. We got coaching for the future. Sylvania, I agree, but the thing is, I don't think he's ready to start, let's say, next season. He's what, 18?
Prado, one of the players coming off, and the other one being Roberto Fernandez.
Well, Khedira is a Moroccan international, is on loan from Napoli. Calero is a time-served central defender.
Well, Prado would like to have his time back again with that chance early on in the game. 1v1 against Szczęsny. Telegraphed his intentions, really.
Well, for now, Lozano's gone into an attacking role.
Simple as that. Sotogrado must be fuming.
Lamine Yamal.
Ah.
Signalled out for special attention from the Espanyol supporters. Certainly, when you saw the various replays of the challenge, it was painful. He wasn't exaggerating it.
And you can understand why the referee missed it in the first moment, because it all happened very, very quickly.
Now Gavi gets involved, and understandably so. The home fans would like the numbers evening up. It was a shoulder charge into the back.
That's not going to be a red. What do you mean?
Yeah, he had his eyes
Coaching is
fixed on
not
the ball.
explosive. I'm not so sure about that.
Last minute, he
Well,
was
he's still young, so of course he ain't. Give him time to work. No, see, but the thing is, like, Barcelona, we need a goalkeeper now.
Foul.
That's the thing. We need a goalkeeper for next season.
So, as it stands, Barcelona's next game against Villarreal will be a homecoming for the champions. Unless Espanyol can spring something special in the remaining 7 minutes.
Yellow card given as well.
If you elbow someone in the face, you get booked.
Kedira.
Gavi thinks he's Puyol. Oh, yeah, it's an elbow.
Well, that was a loose elbow
It's an elbow.
across the jaw
It wasn't
of Garcia.
so much of a swing, was it? He put his arm out almost to block Garcia coming across him. These are all challenges that would have been made on a regular basis before VAR was introduced. It's so difficult for the referee to see it.
Ah.
Szczęsny made that important save in the first half.
All right.
Defense wasn't exactly synchronized.
Szczęsny is leaving Barca? No, not likely. But it's still a possibility. We have to see if Szczęsny accepts Barcelona's contract extension.
As it stands for Espanyol, they will sit on 39 points. Leganes can catch them there on 34. Alaves and Sevilla, the other teams in the relegation equation.
Okay.
Finally down.
I want to keep him.
Offside given.
If Szczęsny leaves, I'm not going to fault him. He's been phenomenal.
The hope for Espanyol would be that still one ball.
If he wants to stay, perfect.
Run from deep, even with 10 men, they can still break the offside line.
Hector Fort. Lamine Yamal.
Lamine.
Yamal drawing two defenders.
Ah.
Juan Garcia. Cubarsí.
Nice.
Here's Lamine.
Ah, Lamine went for goal.
Surprise, but Juan Garcia had a good view.
Good winning back of the ball by Gavi as well. Player that's just never rediscovered his best form, has he? Since his injury, Gavi. Great to see him back, of course. Next season's going to be an important one for the brilliant young Spanish midfield player.
Yeah, we're going to need to see a lot more from Gavi next season.
Kedira had made the run. He has to check himself back on side.
Nice Fort. Great job blocking the cross.
Hector Fort.
Needed to be as well. Kedira had made a good run into the box. Romero was going to bend it into that area between the 6-yard box and the penalty spot.
Romero. Exposito. Hands it in the air. Balde got a little bit handy there with Kedira. Here is Kedira. Balde closes him down and gets in the face of the assistant referee, which isn't the smartest thing to do.
Okay.
Be very careful inside the penalty box here.
5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. Come on.
Since the middle of March, 2 months Barcelona have kept only one clean sheet. And they hang on in there. Szczęsny doesn't get the most convincing hand on the ball.
Nice, Hector Fort.
Just nudges Pedri off it with pretty much.
No, Lamine, don't lose it.
Now gets his team in trouble here. And out of trouble in one swift move.
You still just sense there's 1 or 2 moments if the ball had been played better, if the run had been that little bit sharper, Espanyol would have been in.
No foul.
for Barcelona. Takes it off the toe of Carreras, but Espanyol refusing to give up here, making life difficult for the wannabe champions. Lamine.
Oh.
Two sets of players.
Espanyol putting on the pressure in the last couple of minutes.
Espanyol with one body less on the field. You wouldn't know, though, the way they're attacking things. Kedira the substitute. Kedira goes for it in his mind's eye. He was whipping that into the top corner.
There was a tug on the shirt by Balde. They looked as though they might just nick it away from Cubarsí.
Yeah, no fouls right there.
Well, everybody's going to be looking at how many minutes are going to be added on here. Barcelona moments away from winning La Liga.
Hey, that's a foul. Come on. A minute or two away, and we're crowned La Liga champions.
It will be if they do manage it. Written off at the start of the season, everybody talking about Real Madrid.
Yeah, no one was saying Barcelona were going to win the La Liga.
Came in and what a statement he made. Changed the style of play. Cavalier, flamboyant.
Barcelona don't have to get ready. The world has to get ready.
Sprinting.
That's a foul.
7 games. Spanish Super Cup, Copa del Rey.
You know,
The treble now.
Barcelona
Within touching distance.
Kumbula, yeah, reckless challenge.
not winning anything. What happens? The dunks on Madrid in every turn of the season.
Well, what? Here's the goal again. First ball is a good one. Olmo plays his part, sets up the play. There's the run from Pedri that just took one of the defenders into that space. He had to try and readjust. And then the finish is absolutely superb.
Man. What is watching for the final moments? Come on. 7 minutes of added time. Okay.
He came in. He's talked about how good the youngsters are.
Come on.
Xavi never did that. He was moaning about not having the players he wanted, having to rely on youth. Hansi Flick has turned it into a massive positive. Brilliant from him.
Well, only he and Pep Guardiola won the sextuple. He did that in his one full season in charge of Bayern Munich. Won the Bundesliga twice. Heading off for a rather successful spell as the national team manager in his first season at Barcelona.
No. Nice, Fermin. Good pressure.
He has transformed the club.
Well,
all right, 6 minutes left.
First, they haven't been their best throughout the game, but nearly every Barcelona game we have seen this season, it's been a joy to watch at times.
El Hilali.
Nice, Christensen.
7 minutes added. Remember last night.
Come on, boys. 6 minutes left. Let's lock in.
We're not going to win, and then with the last telling touch of the game, they scored the winning goal to put a bit of pressure on Barcelona. Will there be a sting in the tail in this game? That's offside. Pedri.
How many does that make it now, the offsides?
I think it's 171 for the season, Stuart.
You can see he's offside. Usually one player goes to head the ball for the defensive side, somebody else gets round on the cover, and that's not the way Barcelona do it.
Okay.
These supporters may still have an anxious wait to see whether their team can stay in La Liga.
They need 2 points from the remaining 2 games. Trip to Pamplona to take
If Chedida didn't have a yellow card, he would have been booked again.
Nothing to really play for. Just an outside chance. And stick with us for the FC studio. We'll be hearing from Sidlow, Luis Garcia, Gemma Soler. Down at touchline level. The view from above from Dan Thomas, Ali Moreno. And all the talk of that brilliant goal from Lamine Yamal, an absolute diamond of a goal.
And if ever a player deserved to score the goal that wins his team the title. It's been Yamal.
Nice. Oh, Lamine, you're through here. You're through.
In some leagues, you just go for the corner flag and play down the clock.
All right, there, Pedri. You took the space.
They want the second to put it to bed. Pedri, teasing, taunting, tantalising.
Ah.
No tricks.
Good try, though. Good try.
They made a bit of a mess of that, didn't they, in the end?
Look at how the players are getting ready. Come on, 4 minutes left. Cubarsí, get there, get there, get there. Nice.
Steps on the gas. Exposito. Nothing to lose here for Espanyol. Just going to launch players forward.
Block the shot, block the shot, block the shot. Offside, offside, offside.
Szczęsny again. Oh, comes out. That's a pretty nasty collision. Thankfully, both are okay.
He was offside. 3 players offside. As soon as they didn't get the cross in, Barcelona squeeze up. 3 players standing in offside positions. That was the end of the move. Both players had a right to go for the ball.
Ooh.
We'll see that.
That's not nice. These guys are getting mad that Lamine didn't send that cross.
Tries to cushion the blow for Szczęsny.
He's told to get a move on by the referee.
2.5 minutes left.
He's been as well.
And then he's got a yellow card. How many times do we see that for the goalkeeper late on in games?
I'm sure you know the story that Szczęsny, regular last year at Juventus, retired in the summer at the age of 34.
Fermin. Oh, Fermin.
Barcelona brought him back.
No.
He's done a very good job as the replacement for the injured Ter Stegen. Now,
there we go.
The title is theirs.
There we go.
Champions 2024.
Game over. Barcelona, champions of La Liga. Fermin Lopez
And what a goal it is as well.
seals the title. Boys, we are champions of La Liga. What a moment.
Get away from that. But a really good finish from Fermin Lopez.
Game, set, and match. Checkmate.
You've done your job. You've won the title now.
Checkmate. We have won the title. Campeones, campeones, ole, ole, ole. Campeón. What a goal from Fermin. What a goal from Fermin.
Does take a slight deflection, but it doesn't change the angle.
He wanted it. Look at this.
Again, no chance for the goalkeeper.
Bro.
Well, he will get the assist. Lamine Yamal, his 13th creation of the season. Fantastically finished by Fermin Lopez.
Well, they deserve to celebrate with each
Oh
other.
man, what a moment.
Of Barcelona.
Oh, even Piqué was watching it.
They'll have to curb their celebrations at the end of the game.
Piqué tweeted.
See security ringing the stadium. We don't want a repeat of 2 years ago when a few of the Espanyol supporters entered
There we
the
go.
play in the Barcelona.
Look, stuff are already being thrown at them.
A kind of a lap of honour. They will curb their celebrations tonight, especially bearing in
Let's
mind
go. Good win and win title.
before the game.
Lamine Yamal gonna win the Ballon d'Or at this point.
Look, they're having a row. Gavi has started it. Now he's getting involved. Balde's had a go at somebody.
Come on, boys.
He's had a go at
Come on.
Calero. Barcelona will do well to get off the field quickly and celebrate inside the change room, as Yamal is doing there.
It is confirmed. Barcelona
Confirmed as La Liga champions.
of the Copa del Rey and the Spanish Supercopa.
Hey, what happened here? What's going on?
Down on the field of play, and the Barca players.
Look at Fermin celebrate. Ole, ole, ole. Campeones, campeones. Hey, what's going on between Hector 4?
Tomorrow at the Arc de Triomphe. For the second time in 3 years, they clinched the title in the Catalan Derby. A sensational goal from Lamine Yamal. And then the icing on the
Look at them. Oh, that makes it so much better. Yeah, and so Barça. Go for it. Go for it. You won the La Liga title on your heads. On your heads. On your heads.
Lewandowski in the first half of the season was excellent.
Oh, music to my ears. Look at that. Look at how they celebrate.
Maybe Carver as his Catalonia is flowing. Barcelona are the champions again.
Oh my God. Hansi Flick was telling them, go inside, go inside. All right, boys. La Liga champions. We have gotten the job done. For all those haters, naysayers, doubters, Barcelona proved every single one of them wrong. And Barcelona got the job done. We are La Liga champions. Let's go. Guys, I'll be back in a couple minutes with the match reaction, so make sure to tune in for that. But what a moment. Barcelona, get the job done, and we celebrate. You are La Liga champions. Let's go. What a moment. But guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in a couple minutes for the match reaction.